then the supply issues would have been something, if they understood the market, if it was being constrained, someone was constraining it if we didn't have a supply issue. So I've got to say, you can increase the penalties, but if the ACCC aren't doing their job, as they should, then it's not worth the paper it's written on. And I've got to say, regional Australians have become very cynical about the effectiveness of the ACCC. They see them as effective as the Bureau of Meteorology. That is the reality of the lived experience and the frustration and the fear that regional Australians are feeling out there because we do not have our fuel. Our farmers are not able to turn an engine. I had farmers in my own electorate. The only fuel they had on farm was that was left in their tractors and headers. They had nothing in supply, which means they couldn't turn it on. They couldn't harvest, they couldn't sow, which means that is going to have a flow-on effect to each one of us. Each one of us, when you don't have the food turn up in your supermarket. And lo and behold, the government realises maybe we do have a supply issue and a distribution problem, despite the fact that the minister had at his fingertips from the 28th of February, when this crisis started. He had at his fingertips to know exactly where the supply was and where it needed to go, had powers to move that fuel but did nothing, has sat on his hands and watched this transform.